Hey guys, Chris Consitis, CEO, K Group Companies, doing a series, bringing in some of our subject matter experts to talk about maybe some of the solutions as master integrators that we take for granted, or things that we do every day that the people we interact with would value from. And so today I have Brandon Higginbotham. He's our help desk manager, and he also specializes in AI and solutions with that we bring to our customers. And so Brandon can bring a lot to the table in those conversations. And one of the things we want to talk about today, expand on a previous session that we did, and talk a little bit about iterative prompting and what that looks like within AI. Brandon?
Yeah, so when you create a really good prompt and you put it into AI, you'll get your output. And sometimes that output isn't exactly what you're looking for, and oftentimes it's not. So what we want to do at that point is start the iterative process, which is really where you're going to get the most value out of AI. So when you get that initial output from AI, whatever LLM you choose, it might not be exactly what you're looking for. So you might want to introduce some constraints. You might want to say, limit this to one paragraph, limit this to a more casual reading level, or tailor this for an executive. So there's different kinds of things you can do after you get that initial output back to kind of get more of a better output. So one of the things you can do is you can, like I said, introduce those constraints. So you want to introduce a formatting. Maybe you need it in a Word doc. Maybe you need it in an Excel spreadsheet. So introducing those kind of things is going to help give you that better output.
Great. As we go through there, what if you get in and you keep asking it these little questions and you're tweaking, you kind of get in the groove of that. Sometimes it seems like it starts to go wrong. Like
Yeah.
It literally, you're like, what is happening?
Yeah. So one important thing to keep in mind is that each LLM has a context window. Sometimes that context window can be 200,000 tokens, sometimes it can be 1,000,000 tokens. And when we say tokens, what we mean is about 5 characters. So 5 letters, maybe a space, is about 1 token. So if you have a 200,000 context window, that's about 1,000,000 characters you can put into it. Now, a lot of times the LLMs start to kind of, you get diminishing returns the longer you chat with it in the same window. So one good tip is to, when you start to notice a dip in the quality, is to open a new chat window and start it in a new chat window. That's another really good tip.
So would you just bring in what the current version, the most recent output into there, but then give it the prompt again and let's refine this with X?
Yep, exactly. Sometimes you can even say, hey, we are nearing the end of the context window. Can you give me a prompt to put into a new chat to kind of catch us back up? And then start from there. Because at the very beginning of your context window is where you're going to get the maximum quality output. So those first few prompts are going to give you the maximum quality output. After that, you're going to start getting diminishing returns. So if you're 20 iterations deep, you might want to start thinking about, am I asking the right questions? Did I have the initial prompt right? And then maybe start a new chat.
So going back and telling it, can you help me create the prompt to give this output? That way you start 20 steps down in the iteration fresh. Right?
Exactly. Yep.
That's great. Great point. Awesome. Well, I hope that helps, guys. It's just a nugget that we can go into, and as you use AI, really think iterative. It is a constant process. You will get better at it. It will get better at understanding how you interact as well. But learning to be a expert at prompting really is the key. So thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it.